Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more Orcs Must Die 3 gameplay. We are picking up right where we left off at the end of the last episode, in which we had 5-Skulled the Colosseum. Moving on now to the final mission of the campaign, the war scenario, Order Temple. Let's go.
Where are you, Cygnus? Why did you send these children? Face me!
He seems nice.
He's not nice. Take my word for it. That's over. I'm going to skip it. It's over. I didn't actually skip anything. We've unlocked the Bowling Boulder, which is a great outdoor trap.
Egan, that was Vorwick, and he was filled with rift magic. I'll bet if he uses too much rift magic, he will just implode or close.
We shall not
Cool.
falter.
So this guy just uses himself up while we crush his giant orc army? Sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah. Army crushing first. Good call.
Army crushing first. That is what we are going to focus on, crushing the army. So if you want to path them all to one side, you have two options here. Using the larger, big upgraded barricades, you can either block this door with two barricades here, or put down 3 barricades out here to block them. And I'm actually going to go with the more expensive option. I'll tell you why. We've got those banks of archers up there, right? Now, they do have a minimum engagement range, and anything that discovers that it can't get through the door and you block it on the inside, they're going to come around down through here. And the banks of archers are not going to have that much of a chance to attack them, because once they get right underneath them like this, they're not going to be able to attack. And even when they're out this far, they're not going to attack because they're inside their minimum range. So we're going to make them go. Anybody now who's realizing that they can't go that way is going to come down across there, which will expose them to the banks of archers for a lot longer. And that's what we want. Now, if you've never seen this Bowling Boulder before, it's fantastic. You put it on the wall and then shoot it, and it goes rolling down, smushing anything in its way. And you can put whole, like, banks of them up there. You could put a bunch of them. And just take out tons of enemies that way. The problem is you have to activate it. It will not activate itself, and that's not going to work on this particular scenario. So we're not actually going to use that, but it is a fun and funny trap to use. For now, though, let's stick with some giant flip traps to send these guys back the way they came. Some frost traps to damage and hold them in place a little bit longer underneath the eyes of our banks of archers.
Why are we just getting these spells now?
And we've got just enough for one more mega flip trap up here to send them all out into the watery wastes. Okay, so now, having said that, we've got 2 doors here at the front, right? And I'm sorry, this is the final mission. It's a big, complex mission, so just give me a minute to explain what's going on before we kick things off. We got the 2 doors at the front. We've got a 3rd door here at the rear with its own rift. So it's got its own rift that's going to be spawning enemies, and it does not connect to any of the other areas. So they're just going to be coming through here on their own. So what I am going to do, as I started to mention, is trap the rift, and we're going to use a bunch of barricades up here to close off as much of the rift as we can on this wave, and then complete our closing in the next wave. So we need 2 more there, and then we need a bunch up here at the front to path them around. But for now, I think we're good to get going.
All right, let's go.
And there's something else going on in this scenario that I'm not going to spoil right now, but it's another reason why you're probably going to want to just trap the rift, even with multiple players, even if you have 2 players doing co-op, where you can usually figure out a better plan than trapping the rift. I think on this mission, trapping the rift is the way to go, and you'll see why in just a minute. Got archers in the mix now, targeting me. Fall back. We do have the Mana Rage Trinket. We're probably going to need it on this first wave if we want to keep them from breaking down the door on the first wave, which I do very much. Thank you. Flip trap.
I can't believe that worked. Did we win?
They didn't win. They're taking a little dip. We'll be back in a minute. Yeah, I think it's time to fire off the Mana Rage Trinket. They're still coming. There's still a lot of them coming. Oh, darn. We do not have the healing trinket, and the rift is a little too far away to run back in for a quick touch-up. We're just going to have to deal with this. Try to not get hurt again. These little kobold runners, you know, something I haven't been making enough use of is this double jump attack that this dude has. It can one-shot kobold runners, the little guys. So I'm going to make use of that more often now that I've discovered that. Don't. I cannot take another hit from one of those little fire guys. It'll kill me.
Hey, shouldn't have messed with me.
I think we're going to be able to hold them off here on this first wave. They're not going to make it through the gate. Out of mana.
They're breaking through.
Oh, shoot!
I'm dead.
Okay, well, I'm dead, but unlike in the last game where you lost rift points for dying, that is no longer the case when Orcs Must Die 3, so we're just going to absorb that death and, you know, say that we wish it hadn't happened, but it happened, so we'll just move on. One guy who got flipped back out here and is about to die. Okay. Okay, we've got more money. We can do a couple more traps out here just to weaken things, but we're going to focus the rest of our attention and funds indoors. Let's finish blocking this off entirely. And in fact, we're going to put one there to make them go a little bit longer and push them up against this, which will probably put a grinder on that. And then we're also going to block off the front here.
Now that's
Like this, to force everybody to go to the left. So anybody coming in that door is going to have to go all the way around the rift to get in through here. And this is where we're going to put the rest of our traps when we have them. For now, we'll start with a backstop flip trap. Anybody who gets up on the rift there will get flipped back out and have to come all the way back around again.
More enemies on the way.
More enemies on the way.
Another rift.
Another rift?
These rifts have to be weakening Warwick.
I wish something else came out of these rifts. Like bunnies?
Or chocolate. Chocolate bunnies. Probably the best. So this is why you need to trap the rift, in my opinion. Unless you really know the scenario and know where these little pop-up rifts are going to appear, he's basically going to be doing this for the whole scenario. He's going to be spawning these pop-up rifts inside the castle. And to avoid being taken completely by surprise, that's why we're going to trap the rift here and nothing else.
Look out! Our enemies are attacking.
They're going to make it through the door. Oh, wow, they still got there's a lot of beating to be done on that door. I wonder if we could actually at least slow them down out here. Oh, armored.
Enemies are attacking.
Wow. Okay. Doing okay. Uh-oh. Oh, little explodey guys.
Enemy forces are attacking.
Well, I don't know that I've ever kept them out of the rift for the second wave, but we seem to be on track to do just that. Let's see if we can keep this up.
They're breaking through.
And stay down.
Look out! Our enemies are attacking.
I know, he's attacking the gate, but it's just a little guy. He's not going to do much damage. Aye. Little dudes. Go ahead, beat on the gate for a minute while I... Boom! Ground pound. him all out with one shot. What? I thought I got him.
They've broken through a gate.
Oh well. Okay, they broke through the gate on the second wave, which is what I expected. We actually kept them from doing that for a lot longer than I've ever been able to before, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Anyone
Okay.
else?
Yeah, now it's time to focus all of our attention inside trapping the heck out of this area. Let's start with a grinder, so we have to make sure that we have enough money for that, because we're going to rely on that here. And then just more nice little mix of damage and slow in here. I think we're going to go all slow right up on the rift. Yeah, good. And then what? Then some arrows, some more arrows, some arrows there, some arrows here, and then lots of floor damage. We definitely want to keep
That's the stuff.
the spike traps in the mix
I'm feeling this one.
to discourage the ogres, the armored ogres who are weak to lightning. And that's all we can afford here. That's all we can afford on this wave. We're going to do more floor traps on the next wave. Hopefully that's going to be enough to keep them out of here. Okay, now the third door is opening. Third rift, I should say. They still have to make it through the gate, and they will. I'm not even going to try to stop them out here because I want to spend all my money inside. You could put archers up there and have banks of archers working on these guys as they approach. But I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to let these guys do what they're going to do. At least slow them down a little. Here's an angry troll, really wants me.
Hey, shouldn't have messed with me.
Watch out! Our enemies have broken through again.
Okay, they broke the gate. We're going to have to get past all these
Here
guys
they come.
without them taking us out, but right. That'll slow them down. Okay. Now with all these archers present, we're definitely going to... Look, our banks of archers on the other side are helping out, even here inside. That's good. And we're just going to try to stick near the rift because there are going to be archers in the mix here. And this way we don't have to worry. We can take as many arrows as we need to without having to worry about them.
And stay down.
Yeah, that may be a little too slow there. I may have too much tar there. I don't want to slow them down too much to the point where they're getting antsy and start breaking the barricades. I don't have that much tar. I've only got that one tar trap there. I'm not sure why they're going so slowly right now. And one thing I discovered after a little testing, it's something I've long suspected, but took a minute to confirm the other night, is that your mana does recharge a little bit faster back here around the rift. Now, of course, your health recharges very quickly at the rift, but I always thought that it seemed like your mana did recharge pretty quickly too, or a little bit more quickly when you're around the rift, and that does appear to be the case with some testing the other night.
That is one huge troll.
There's a mountain troll coming. Our first mountain troll is here.
Than I expected mountain
It's that
trolls to be.
green and brown looking guy over there.
Is that it? Whoa.
Mountain trolls, very tough. Yeah, don't back into that. You will die. I haven't really figured out how to make good use of that grinder there. I'm really just using it as an extra barricade at this point.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Because, yeah, you can use flip traps. Flip traps are so unpredictable. You don't really want to be sending orcs places where you can't keep track of them. I'm going to put a grinder right up on that wall because it seems like as they come through here, everybody's hugging this wall to get through. So we'll do that, and then a couple more, maybe these. And And that's all we
Ready to
have.
fight.
That's all we have? Stuff.
More enemies on the...
Another rift at any cost!
So he keeps opening these pop-up rifts, but
Okay, now he's just showing off.
now he's just showing off. Every one he opens weakens him a little bit. This one I think is outside that third door. Yeah, and apparently it connected to Troll Central because all the trolls are coming now.
Did I really do that?
You know what I used to love to do in Orcs Must Die 2? My favorite go-to combo was freeze them with the ice amulet and then fire off your chain lightning. Because chain lightning, they take extra damage when they're frozen, first of all.
Oh yeah,
And
that's how it goes.
you know who you're getting with your chain lightning when you've got them frozen in place. Good. Ow. Let's get back by the rift. Now, where's this mountain troll going? Makes me nervous when they go the other direction. I feel like they know something I don't. Yeah, I'm taking damage from a dynamite archer, but we're next to the rift. Can take as many arrows as we want. We have to. Nobody wants to take arrows to the chest, but sometimes you have to.
My rift bring
A little bit scary.
army.
Opening another rift now. Got lots of money here.
How much more
Come on,
of
let me
this
get the
can
money.
Warwick take?
That should help. I think another grinder here would actually be damaging those guys. Anybody who gets pushed off to the side a little bit. Yep, somebody just
Can't believe that.
went into the grinder. I don't know. Maybe that grinder is a waste of money. But we'll see. All right, another group coming from the back. Some more rip saws.
Not enough coins.
Yeah, all right, that grinder, that was a good idea. Everybody's hugging that wall. Come around the corner.
Pretty sure that's a Cyclops Mage.
That's a Cyclops Mage.
Sorceress?
Yes, they're immune to magic attacks, and his ranged attack will chase you.
Yeah,
Fine. I'll just aim for his one good eye.
and there are dynamite archers too. I'm going to get back by the rift.
Whoa.
So Cyclops Mages, that was the first Cyclops Mage you've seen. And as Kelsey mentioned, their attack is a homing missile. You cannot just side strafe out of the way. It will track you down and kill you.
Oh, well, all right.
Let's take a minute to think. On that. And then what? I think we want a lot of spike damage out here because we want that the lightning. Maybe just a couple of tars.
This will catch him off guard.
And we got the buzz saws down.
Should be good.
Arrows. Everybody coming through here. Everybody coming through here is going to be having a tough time of it. Push just for anybody who gets pushed out of the path there. I think that's about it. That's about it. Let's go.
Ready to roll.
One more arrow.
More enemies on the...
My energy brings more rifts.
Warwick is opening another rift.
How many rifts does one evil overlord need?
How many rifts does one evil overlord need? Great question. Egan. Hello, little guys. Oh, that didn't really work. They're not going to make it past the grinder. I'm not worried about them. Zip, 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 zip. Bye-bye. Yeah. Kobolds and grinders don't get along. We don't really have enough money to do anything interesting here. Let's just try to help out. Ooh, armored ogres. Two of them.
Ow!
The enemy army is attacking.
It's 3 armored ogres. And lots of trolls. Oh my gosh. This feels like this could be a mana rage wave. Dynamite archer is engaging.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes.
To the young apprentices, expect this.
He's opening another way, rift now.
The more rifts he opens, the weaker
Ah,
he gets.
some lag spikes here. Stay here. This looks dangerous.
Is that it?
Took a mountain troll down, took an ogre down, another mountain troll, armored ogre, mountain troll. More armored ogres coming.
I can't believe that worked.
This is wave 5 of 6. We got one more to get through after this. Seem to be doing okay so far.
It's dead.
Oh, that was a Cyclops Mage. See how they follow me? Homing pigeons. Oh, and he's attacking my archers too.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Hey, shouldn't have messed with me.
This is gonna be tight. I'm gonna try to avoid firing off my mana rage here, so I have it on the final wave.
I can't believe that worked.
Oh my goodness! Look at them all.
Did we win?
Dynamite.
Hey,
See now, lightning on that group right there would be so amazing.
oh yeah, that's how it goes.
Ow! Stop it!
And stay down. Is that it?
Nice to know we have all these mana potions here if we need them, and we're gonna need them, I think. Even though we did not fire off mana rage that time. Is somebody stuck out here? Where's this guy? Oh, we've never seen these before. These are the fire overlords. Oh, there's somebody still out there. Another fire overlord. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll just kick it off. There's not a lot of prep to do here to get this money,
My rifts bring more of my army.
but there is not much left to do trap-wise.
Will these rifts ever stop spawning?
Let's greet these
Now he's
folks
just showing.
like that, and maybe some of this too, and these, and maybe here, and there, for anybody coming around this way, here and there. And then, how about maybe a ripsaw or two right at the bottom of the stairs? And a ripsaw here to greet them as they enter my chamber of death.
Another rift.
Another rift? It's a lot of rifts, dude. We still got $5 grand to
I
spend.
don't think he can
We're
open
gonna
his
do it
rifts
at all.
forever.
Oh, messy, messy, messy. Messy traps, but effective, I think. Should be effective.
It's dead. Is that it?
It.
And stay down.
Should I fire off all my mana and pick up one of these many potions?
Brings more
I
rifts.
need it. More rifts.
The more rifts he opens, the weaker he gets.
Yep. The more rifts he opens, the weaker he gets.
Did I really do that?
use up a bunch of mana here and then pick up one of these potions or
Yeah.
two. Whoa! Those are Knoll Grenadiers. Those are bad news. Okay. Potion. Get back up to full mana.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes. Did you win?
That grinder is full and has stopped.
That's how it goes.
Let's see if we can slow him down a little so that that grinder has time to reset. Could be using those environmental traps, but a lot of the guys coming from that side are fire archers, or fire fiends, so not going to do a lot of good on them.
Hey, shouldn't have messed with me.
Mountain troll,
Really do that?
ogres, another mountain troll, more ogres.
And stay down. I can't believe that worked.
Oh, he got close. But the flip trap saved my bacon there.
It's dead.
Little dudes never make it past the grinders. Or the rip saws. Who's left? Who's left? Who's left? Nope. Okay, that's not gonna work. Since
Is
they're
that
coming
it?
this way. No, they're not coming this way. Decided to go around the long way.
Now that's an orc style.
Not worried about score here, just want to get this done. So I'm going to spend as much money as I need to. Looks like either the ice traps out front are really slowing these guys down, or maybe the flip traps or whatever. I mean, that's what we were hoping was going to happen. Oh, it's this guy. Whoa! I've never experienced that attack before. I've never gotten close enough to one to see that attack. It's serious. Who are we missing? Oh, destroying my archers. He's got a flamethrower attack.
Stay down.
Wow. Who are we missing? One little fire guy hanging out back here. Messing with our part-time. Die! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, we did it, guys. Congratulations. We have completed the War Mage.
They were children. They still had much to learn. But this day, they became War Mages.
Hooah.
Max?
Max!
Kids, I found you. No, don't worry, you're safe. Looks like old Maxie saves the day again.
Yay, Max is back. Fantastic. Congratulations, everybody. Let's see how we did. That was probably a 5-skull run, unless there were... Yep, 5 skulls on the final mission. And now we have unlocked War Mage difficulty, or excuse me, Rift Lord difficulty. We can change the difficulty to Rift Lord. We can also change our... We've unlocked a bunch of new players, new characters to play. How do you do that? Heroes. Here we go. So we unlocked Cygnus and Gabriella and Max and Vorwick, and all of their weapons and traps and trinkets and equipment are now unlocked for us to use as well, including Max's crossbow and the Sorceress's Scepter of Domination, Cygnus's Chain Lightning Staff, and the Elven Short Swords, and a bunch of new traps and stuff too. And we will be using all of that on when we do these missions again on Rift Lord difficulty. Much tougher. So tune in for that. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the Orcs Must Die 3 gameplay. There'll be more coming. Stay safe, survivors.